Hello there, guys. It's great to be with you on this wonderful. What is it here? Tonight is Monday, and we definitely have a great show for you guys here tonight. Uh, so, I am John C Morley, serial entrepreneur. Many of you What's he do? He's on camera. He creates all this great content. Yeah, I do create a lot of content, and I'm passionate about content. I was on a podcast today, and people were saying to me, John, why do you create so much content? Because my mission is to become a better version of myself and help everyone else become better versions of themselves. See, that is my goal in life. But I think sometimes people get stuck in a And I am just so passionate about creating content. If you're new here, grab your smartphone, please, and scan that QR code and make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I don't know, a cup of coffee, a fruit, and maybe a scrumptious bowl of desserts. We'll be so grateful with that. Content is a I think a lot of people, they don't get it. It is because they're stuck in one place. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I'm a podcast host and a podcast coach, and a specialist in helping businesses tell a story that leads to them growing and being more scalable and, of course, more profitable. Now, I typically work with companies that bring in 10 million or more, and I'm very good about helping them tell their story, sharing that story, whether they know the story or they need me to find their story. If you scan the QR code, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see my link tree. If you click on the top one, tools for podcast hosts and guests, those are some of the tools that I actually use to increase the quality of my podcasts and the productions I do. So definitely check all that stuff out. Really good. So let's get right into the master topic, because I know you guys are probably curious about this as well as I am. And tonight is about navigate your career destiny, unraveling the job change mystery. I mean, a lot of people, this is what we're talking about, the how, why, and when, if you should change a career. And if you're not sure about if you should change a career, then you got to do a little research first. I mean, I think that's the name of the game. If you don't do the research and you've changed a career because you think it's a good idea, but it might not necessarily be a good idea. So tonight I want to talk about a very important next step, and that is research potential careers. So maybe you're in sales, but maybe it's not that you want to change the profession of sales. You just don't like the industry, or maybe you're selling for, I don't know, the pharmaceutical industry, or maybe you're selling for a lumber yard, or you could be selling at a high-end department store, or you could be selling in real estate. Now, it might not be that you don't like selling, it might be the product or service that you're getting involved in, or that you have to get other people involved, and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk about that places that you can sell. Now, if you go there like, oh, I don't want to sell anything, then we should come down to the premise that you don't like sales, considering everyone sells, even though then I can approach choice to be polite about that. Maybe you would like to it looks like we're back. So very rare decide to change your career. You've got to research other potentials. Like, what is it that you're charged at in your career? What is it that gets you up and gets you excited every morning? If you don't know, let you connect with others. Maybe you want a career that doesn't have you around people. Maybe you want to be a programmer. Maybe you want to be in a closet, or you want to be somewhere in a back room where nobody sees you because maybe you're not a people person. Maybe you're an introvert and add an extrovert. Nothing wrong with that, but you've got to figure out a job that is going to work with your personality. And so, a lot of people get out of college and they take the first job they have because they think that's going to be great for them. However, it's not necessarily the greatest thing for them. You know why? Because it's not going to challenge them, it's not going to push them to the level. And if it doesn't push them to the level, then how can we ever grow? You see, your first job may not be the job you stay with. That might just be the job that gets you to realize that you're meant for bigger and better things. But we don't know this until we try something, right? Maybe you started out working, let's say, as a busboy at a restaurant, but maybe you know you don't want to be a busboy your whole time. Maybe you want to be a server. Maybe you want to be a black tie like I did for a while until I graduated from that. It taught me a lot about other people. And I think what I want to say tonight is that jobs, careers, they teach us things about ourselves and about others. You'll learn some great lessons, some that you'll want to share, and you'll learn some other lessons that you're like, I can't believe that person's like that. I can't believe they did that to me. I can't believe that they really don't care. Like there's one I was sharing with you is that, when you are giving, nothing wrong with that. But when somebody's taking, and they're not helping you, and the minute you don't give, okay, it's like they ignore you. They're going to burn you out. That's unfortunate. And when they burn you out, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I can come to work and do this anymore. I don't even know how I could do this. And you start to realize, is this job a mismatch for me? Like, is it my skills? Is it my personality? Or am I meant for something else? Am I? I mean, that's a question I think that you have to ask yourself. Am I meant for something else? And if you can't figure that out, then chances are that job's probably not right for you. A wise person once said on one of my shows a while back that, you're either going to get a little bit better or a little bit worse. And if you can't tell me whether you got better or worse, guess what? You got worse. So navigating your career is like plotting a course for your spaceship or for your boat, right? You have to figure out where's the boat going to go, what channels are there, how are you going to use them? And there's something called read, write, return. We won't get all into that right now, but read, write, return. And so red, right, and green return. So red, you're staying to the right, and green, you return. And so I think when people understand stuff and they start to be part of things, they realize that the things we say are not there for the reason we think they're there. They're there for another reason. And that reason is right for you. Because bad newspaper, but a lot for your greater benefit. They're here for this. So you're going to come across selfish people in this world. Unfortunately, it's going to happen.